大家好，老师从业中医男科30余年，帮助了数千名海内外华人朋友通过中药调理重回男性雄风。如果你也存在房事时间短、勃起无力、硬度差、中途疲软、肾虚、前列腺炎等问题，现在就加中医老师微信574-993-200，纯中药，一人一方，治根治本，帮助你持续坚挺20至40分钟，补肾壮阳，延时助勃，彻底告别快男软男。记住微信574-993-200。
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Mohegan Sun. Just outside Mohegan Sun Arena box office, we are set for the weigh-ins for tomorrow night's Bellator 241. For those joining us on the live stream, we thank you for being patient for a couple of moments, and we welcome you as well to Mohegan Sun. As we get set to kick things off, we'll go prelim card first, working our way up to an action-packed main card featuring a double main event, the second half of the quarterfinal round. Two fights wrapping up the quarterfinal round, including a featherweight title that is on the line. The Bellator Featherweight World Grand Prix tomorrow night in the double main event. Our thanks to the Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation, Chief Lynn Malerba, Chairman James Gessner, and Director Mr. Mike Mazzulli for overseeing the action and keeping the fighters and the fans safe at tomorrow night's event. And with that, let's start right now with your prelim card. We'll go right to your on the scale each time the corner is blue. So we'll welcome that fighter first. Please welcome Billy Ray Goff. Back in the Bellator cage from Groton, Connecticut. His official weight, 169 3/4 pounds. 169 3/4 pounds for Goff. And now his opponent, by way of Brazil, fighting out of New York. Please welcome Hobson Gracie Jr. Undefeated at 3-0 early on. His weight on the nose, 170 pounds, 170 even. Next up, it'll be a contract weight 160. First fighter coming up, blue corner. Please welcome Kahim the Dream Murray. 3-3 as a pro. On the scale, 158 1/4 pounds. 158 1/4 pounds. And now his opponent making his way to the scale from Miami, Florida. Please welcome back Team Kimbo's Baby Slice. Official weight 159. 159 pounds even for this fight at a contract weight of 160 pounds. Next up, it'll be a middleweight contest, 3 5-minute rounds. Sumter against Cotton. First fighter up, blue corner. Please welcome Justin the Ford Sumter. Out of Milford, Connecticut, 7-3 as a pro. Officially on the scale, 185 even. 185 pounds even for Sumter. And now his opponent undefeated at 4-0. Please welcome Romero Shonuff Cotton. Officially 185 1/2 pounds. 185 1/2 pounds. Up next, it'll be lightweight, Surin versus Tokov. First up, out of the blue corner from Spring Valley, New York. Back in the Bellator cage, Marcus, the Blueprint, Surin. 6-2 overall as a pro. On the scale, 155 1/2 pounds. 155.5. And now his opponent, out of Stadiosko, Russia, from Team Fedor. Please welcome Vladimir Tokov. $155 1/4 pounds. 155 1/4 for Tokov. Next up, it'll be lightweights, Andrews and Mota. First up, blue corner, Nate the Snake Andrews. Out of Providence, Rhode Island, 16-3 overall as a pro. Officially 155 1/2 pounds. 155 1/2 pounds for Andrews. And now his opponent, fighting out of Registro, Brazil. Please welcome Quiles Mota. Near perfect as a pro, 12 victories, just a single defeat. On the scale, 155 even, 155 pounds even. Next up, it'll be featherweight, set for 3 5-minute rounds. Mealy and Smith. First up, the fighter out of Waterbury, Connecticut, Jesse, the Widowmaker, Mealy. $146 even, 146 pounds even for Jesse. And now her opponent, fighting out of San Francisco by way of Oakland. Please welcome Leslie, the Hellraiser Smith. On the scale, 146 pounds as well. 146 even for Smith. Next up on the prelim card, welterweights. Again, 3 5-minute rounds. It'll be Lemminger against Pascu. First up to the scale out of Madison, Wisconsin, Mark Lemminger. (10-1) overall as a pro officially. 171.5, 171.5 pounds. By way of Romania, fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, please welcome Iona Pascu. Bombardero back in the Bellator cage, officially 170 1/4 pounds. 170 1/4 for Pascu. Next up, it'll be middleweights, your final prelim bout tomorrow night. Bellator 241 here at Mohegan Sun. Again, middleweights, it'll be McCrohan and Newman first up to the scale. Please welcome Pat McCrohan. Out of Berkeley, Mass. 4-3 as a pro. On the scale, 185 1/2. 185 1/2 pounds. And now his opponent from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Jordan Newman. 185 1/2 pounds as well. 185 1/2 for Newman. Next up, we'll go to the main card for Bellator 241 live on DAZN, as are the weigh-ins, as we wish happy birthday to our very own Vicky Gracie. Big day on the mic here shortly. Let's go to the main card. First up, the fight will be in the middleweight division. It'll be Aguia against Tokov. First up, the fighter out of Brazil. Please welcome in his Bellator debut, Fabio Aguia. (17-1) overall as a pro. On the scale, 185 even, 185 pounds even. And now his opponent back in the Bellator cage, where he's 5-0 overall as a pro. 29-2 from Stadiosko, Russia, Anatoly Tokov. Representing Team Fedor. Officially 185 1/2 pounds. 185 1/2 for Tokov. And tomorrow night's second fight on the main card, live on DAZN. It'll be lightweights, Zane and Newell. First up to the scale, please welcome Zach, God's Warrior, Zane. From Wailuku, Maui, Hawaii, back to the Bellator cage. On the scale, 155 even, 155 pounds even. And now his opponent from Milford, Connecticut, 16-3 as a pro overall. Please welcome Notorious Nick Newell. 155 1/4 pounds. 155 1/4 for Newell. A 6-fight main card scheduled tomorrow night live on DAZN. We go now to fight number 3. It'll be welterweights, Homasi and Daly. First up to this scale, fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida. Please welcome Sabah, the Sleek Sheik Homasi. Sabah on the scale, 170 1/2, 170 1/2 pounds. And now the 61-fight veteran making his way to the scale. Please welcome Paul Semtex Daly out of Nottingham, England. 42 victories in those 61 fights on the scale, 170 1/2, 170.5 pounds. There's your welterweight matchup. Two fighters promising to stand and trade. We go now. Fight number 4 to the heavyweight division. Marks and Mitrione. First up, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome Ronnie Marks. By way of Natal, Rio Grande do Norte, Brazil. He fights out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Making his long-awaited debut in the Bellator cage. On the scale, 256 pounds even. 256 for Marks. And now his opponent fighting out of West Lafayette, Indiana. Please welcome Matt Mitrione. (13-7) overall as a pro on the scale. 264.5. 264 1/2 pounds. And now we go to tomorrow night's double main event. It'll be the second half of the quarterfinal round in Bellator's Featherweight World Grand Prix. Set for 5 5-minute rounds, the winner advancing to the semifinals. It'll be Sanchez versus Weichel in a rematch. We welcome first to the scale from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, El Matador, Manuel Sanchez. 19-4 as a professional. Overall, 11-3. Impressive in the Bellator cage. On the scale, 145 pounds even. And now his opponent, the veteran from Frankfurt, Germany. Please welcome Daniel Drake Weichel. 40 overall victories. 11 defeats. He's 9-3 in the Bellator cage. Officially on the scale, 144 3/4 pounds. Both fighters, former world title challengers. Their first fight back in 2016 ended in a close split decision for Weissel. The rematch is on. It's the quarterfinal round of the Featherweight World Grand Prix. Next up, the final fight tomorrow night live on DAZN. In the second half of our double main event, it'll be 5 5-minute rounds. Yep, a quarterfinal in the Featherweight World Grand Prix, and it's also for the Featherweight World title. It'll be champion, Pitbull, challenger, Cavallo. First up to the scale, of course, the challenger. Please welcome Pedro Cavallo. By way of Gimenez, Portugal, he fights out of Dublin, Ireland. His first challenge for a Bellator title, 145 on the scale. 145 pounds even for Cavallo. And now we welcome the double champ, the reigning lightweight champ and defending featherweight Bellator world champion. Please welcome Patricio Pitbull. The veteran brings 30 professional victories, just 4 defeats, 21 stoppages, 10 of those in round number 1. Officially, for the champion on the scale, 144 3/4 pounds. 144 3/4 pounds. That matchup determines who will advance to the semifinal round of the Featherweight World Grand Prix as the world champion. The challenger, Pedro Cavallo. The champion, Patricio Pitbull. And on behalf of Rich Chow, Luis, Mercedes, and all of us here at Bellator, we thank you for joining us here for the weigh-ins. And for those joining us on the live stream, we thank you for joining us as well here at Mohegan Sun tomorrow night live on DAZN or live here in-house at Mohegan Sun. We'll see you for Bellator 241.